everyone. My name is Angie Hess, and I am the Vice President and General Manager of Spas and More here in St. Louis. We are the master spas dealer selling a complete line of hot tubs, swim spas, cold plunge tubs, and sauna. Everything you need for that athlete at your home. We are so proud and so excited to be the partnering sponsor for Medals in Mayhem with Monica and Mikyla, covering the Winter Olympics this year. We work with an Olympian day in, day out with Michael Phelps and his line of products. We know the true value of an American athlete, what they do to train, what they do to recover, and that is one of the things that makes some of our products the best for not only you, but them and any athlete. I'm so excited because two of my favorite things for the Winter Olympics are hockey and curling, and we are so looking forward to the next couple of weeks of Winter Olympics coverage. Thanks so much, you guys, and go Team USA.
Well, thank you, Angie Hess from Spas and More, and thank you, Mikyla Tuggle. Good afternoon. How are you,
Good
my friend?
afternoon. I know a couple of athletes who can use some spas and more massages, and that is on the Sweeten team.
Exactly. They got all bruised up. They don't know what hit them this afternoon.
They are going to need a hot tub after today.
We will send them in. We've got a friend. Hello, Sweden. Yes. You need a hot tub. You need cold plunge too.
Do you need a cold plunge? Hey, we got a couple of folks we can send you to, and that's all the help that we're giving.
Angie, do you want to send them one? Hey, we cannot wait to break this down. I'm just going to say this. If you watch the first period of today's game and you watch the third period, you watch the wrong period.
Game.
You missed it all. It all happened in a matter of minutes, the flurry of activity. We can't wait to tell you all about it. Yes. So once again, we have been doing our Medals in Mayhem since the opening ceremonies. And if you have not met my friend, Mikyla Tuggle, she's known as Make That Magic on social media. So be sure to follow her. We'll let you know where to follow as well. We can't say thank you enough too. We just mentioned Spas and More. They are located here in St. Louis, Missouri, spasandmorestl.com. Please follow them at Spas and More STL. They also have a location, by the way, in Overland Park, Kansas. So if you have friends in either one of those areas. And our presenting sponsor is Spas and More, but our contributing sponsor is Jenny Gabriel with JG Optimal Wellness. We just had her on our show this morning, actually. She is a nutritional therapy practitioner that works with clients all over the country. So find her and she can help you on the nutrition side. Make That Magic, as I mentioned, Mikyla Tuggle is my co-host, and we are so excited about what took place today. Cannot wait to break this down. Okay, let me ask you this, Mikyla. Going into the games, were you a hockey fan?
So I used to be a figure skater. So I was automatically a fan of hockey from watching them, skate during my time in figure skating.
Yes.
And also I have to be a supporter of hockey because my job and a lot of our jobs was usually to go around the ice and look for teeth before we came out.
Whose troop is this? This is a thing?
It's a thing. Like you go out because the Zamboni will catch most of the blood in the teeth.
Yep.
But then you have to go out and your coaches have you do laps and they kind of have you go around. If you see anything red or anything that looks like it can be.
How about gold?
Yeah, exactly. Gold? Yeah. You basically won a prize and then they go and they figure out whose child's mouth out of. So I was a hockey fan and that is nostalgic for me. What about you?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So when I was a little girl growing up, the St. Louis Blues, where I'm from St. Louis, Missouri, the St. Louis Blues were amazing. And so I watched when I was in grade school, and then I was blessed, and I do say blessed, in my career in radio. I was telling Mikyla that I covered sports, especially the St. Louis Blues, for 12 years. And then I became friends with a lot of the players. And so, yes, it's definitely a sport I've always loved.
It's a rough sport, but it takes a lot of strength and you have to be agile in stuff that should not move.
Well, and you and I talked the other day about the Winter Olympic sports and just winter sports in general and how expensive it is. So hockey and all of the equipment they need. I feel you, moms and dads, for your little boys and little girls that want to play, because it's going to be pricey.
Thousands of dollars.
Yes, it's crazy. Well, okay, so you might be watching the U.S. men's. If you were missing on the girls, do not sleep on it because,
man,
we are going to talk hockey for you right now. And as I mentioned, if you missed the second period, you missed it all. What do you want to say about the coach? Because before a game, in between periods, it's what they're saying to get their team ready.
So the coach, which Monica, please pronounce his last name for me because I could not even put those letters together.
John Roblewski.
Roblowski. Okay, gotcha. He's in the locker room with them. And I'm used to seeing when men are in the locker room, they're like beating on each other's chests. They're like, rah, like just screaming at each other. The coach went in there, he gave a simple speech to them and said he's proud of them. They're gonna go out there, they're gonna do what they've always done. The girls stand up and they start doing basically like a little hand game. We're gonna go and win it. We're gonna go and win it. And I'm looking at my husband. I said, this is the complete opposite
Yes.
of what the boys do in the locker room. Like they're literally like,
They're
"Roar!"
fist bumping. Yes.
The girls are just sitting there like, yay! It's gonna
Patty cake, patty cake.
I loved that. I said, you know what? This is a winning team here. They know who they are and they know who they are not. And I love that.
Absolutely. Look, we're going to just say it from the get-go because we're going to break it all down for you. And spoiler alert, if you do not want to know what the score was,
Yeah.
then I would suggest that you tune out for a second.
Yeah.
We'll break it down for you. But this is what would happen when I was in television. We would always have to say, if you don't want to know, you better turn away right now.
Better turn away now.
We're going to start talking about it. It's already been out there. And a lot of people are maybe watching at lunchtime. For us, it was a 9:40 Central Time game. And it wrapped up right about 12 o'clock. But plain and simple, are you ready to stand up? Let's do this and cheer on USA because they won. Not only did they win, they freaking won 5-0.
5-0. 5-0.
Exactly.
2-0. I don't know how many languages I can say it in. It was nuts. And the thing that was so interesting to me was that all of them came, like both teams came onto the field or onto the rink, and they looked normal at first. It was just kind of like, okay, this is going to be a good game. Like Sweden had this very bright, vibrant yellow on, which to my brain says caution. Like, okay, they may be a little bit better than us. I don't know. Within 10 minutes, it wasn't even 10 minutes. It might have been 8. We'd already scored our first goal. And
in the first,
I don't know if you saw it, but I said on Instagram, the United States had Sweden chasing them like the mother of a child who just learned how to walk. They were dog walking them the first quarter. And I was just like, or first
period.
And I was just like, are they like, they're gonna make them tired? That's what it seems like they did. Like they tired them out.
Which is a good thing, by the way. So that's
right.
That's a real thing, right? You're exhausted. You think about, for those that watch hockey, and you think about how many times they're getting a break and coming back on. Do they have fresh legs? You'll hear commentators say that a lot of times. Are you putting someone else out on the ice that has, think about fresh legs? Or is there just a short turnaround and you're exhausted and they're right back out there on the ice again? I hate this word, by the way, and I have a friend that used to be on with us. Her husband hated it. How often now commentators use the word physicality? Yeah. They toss it around so much. But I will say, as they were talking about it, it is plain and simple. I'm just going to say the athletic prowess of our team and being the endurance aspect. Yes.
It is. It was such a stark difference in endurance and in energy. Like, absolutely. And I just, I know a little bit about the country or about Sweden as a culture. Mm-hmm. They are very much so like, low key, down to earth. They don't do much.
Oh yeah, that was not the case.
Not this one.
No.
Very different this time.
That's because, Mikyla, I will say they got rattled. Okay. But at the same time, I will say this, and we'll say some of this in our breakdown. Again, if you're just tuning in, by the way, and you're new to this, it's Medals and Mayhem.
Yeah.
And we started it during the opening ceremonies. We did break down the other day, alpine skiing, as well as figure skating. Check our YouTube for that. And then we are today talking about the U.S. women's game against Sweden, which just wrapped up about an hour ago. Somebody said, you ladies are hilarious. Thank you.
Thank you.
We enjoy that. Bridget, Hallie, patty cake, Cedric. You like that?
That is what they were doing in the audience, in the locker room. You have to go and look at it.
I love this. So Fun Fish says U.S. already predicting U.S. in a Canada game. Typically, yes, I would think
Typically,
so. We'll
yeah,
see. So by the way, Mikyla is on the East Coast. We're on the Central Coast. So 2:10 Central and 3:10 your time is Canada versus Switzerland. So we will find out our opponent going into the gold medal game, which will take place on Thursday. So if you are just tuning in, we're talking about, yes, U.S. wins. They win 5-0, but they go ahead 1-0 in the first period.
correct.
They get into the second and all hell breaks loose. I mean, there's a picture. I want to go to the goalie for Sweden where the goalie did get pulled, by the way. So
Yes,
just a few
she is.
minutes left in the second period, she gets pulled because at some point her mind was like this. Where
She
am I?
she was getting jumped. That's why she had to get pulled because they had, what was it, 3 goals in 5 minutes,
Okay, look, here's what happened. Let me just tell you this. Less than
Please.
5 minutes in the second period. Less than 5 minutes in the second period. Abby Murphy goes 3-0. She capitalized on being wide open. She went top shelf. Now, Mikyla, do you know what that means?
No.
Okay, so when they're looking at the goalie where to shoot, they call the 5-hole right between their legs. Top
Okay.
shelf could be over their shoulder. Either way, you're like, you think about a shelf, they're going
Yeah.
up here. They're going up top. So
Okay.
she went top shelf it was a gorgeous goal by Abby Murphy. Incredible reaction. She jumped into the boards. Did you see that?
Yes, I did see that. Yes.
So at that point, there were 2 goals in just under a minute. It was 4-0 with less than 4 minutes. And then Layla Edwards with a wrister from almost center ice. She gives it to Schofield. Now, they originally gave it to Edwards, but it was deflected by Schofield. But
Mm,
her mother is what I loved. So are we thinking
yes.
that her mom's name is Sharon?
Sharon. Yeah.
Sharon right there. Okay, so much excited. She was so excited and she was dancing in the stands. But to go on to the Edwards family, and I think we talked about this the other day, I just love that the Kelsey brothers have a role in getting mama there and the
Yes.
entire family because there was a GoFundMe and the Kelsey brothers jumped in and said, we're going to give money and make sure this happens. But yeah, Jason Kelsey was there with Kylie.
Yes, I thought, and I love the support from the other athletes in other sports for the Winter Olympics because the Winter Olympics is often like the redheaded stepchild of the Olympic series, right? And it's because one, people just can't connect to it the way that we've been able to connect with Summer Olympics. And we talked about that last time. A lot of that is accessibility.
Yes.
This is the first Winter Olympics where I feel like it reflects what America looks like. There's a little bit of everyone
Absolutely.
in the Winter Olympics this time around.
And I love that. Again, so we talk about the Kelsey brothers, also the Kachuk brothers. Now, I was telling Mikyla that, so we're watching the Kachuk brothers right now in the U.S. men's game, which was super exciting. Have you been watching that as well?
I've been watching a little bit of the men's, but they're typically on the later side, so I'm not able to catch them. Yeah.
Well, it was cool to see the Kachuk brothers go out together. And Brady, after Brady's opening goal 5 minutes into their first period, it was assisted by his brother, Matthew. They said it was a memory that will last a lifetime. I mean, first of all, the fact that you're able to play the sport, period, then be able to play in the Olympics together is just fascinating. But they have turned into very similar to the Kelsey brothers in podcasting.
Correct. They really have. I mean, and I think that that's such a smart angle for a lot of our athletes to take, is going from being the face to then essentially being the voice and supporting the next generation by talking about their troubles, talking about the things they wish they had done. That to me is real mentorship.
Yep, absolutely.
Like when you take what you knew and you're like, okay, we're going to put our energy towards something else when we're done. Love it. I think it's such a smart idea that a lot of the sports guys are doing now. But their support at these games, you've seen Simone Biles has been there. We've seen, like, I think one of the Williams sisters was at one of the opening ceremonies or something. And I'm like, I'm so glad to see the other Olympics, like, teams support the Winter Olympics as well, because those sports, I'm sorry, the Winter Olympic sports are harder. They just are.
Well, I saw you say that the other day, and I would have to agree. I just think the danger aspect is.
It's the danger in it.
Yeah. Did you see Billie Jean King?
I did. I didn't know who that was, though.
Okay, Billie Jean King, known as BJK, she's an American former world #1 tennis player.
Oh,
so
is she?
She was there, but she's very big on supporting women.
Love it.
Yes. So love to see that. Well, going back to the Kachuk brothers for a second, by the way. So Matthew Kachuk, so Brady and Matthew were there and they had them mic'd up and they were talking to them during the second period. So Matthew Tkachuk was asked about Caroline Harvey, and I think this quote is amazing. Caroline Harvey is like Bobby Orr, the best player on the ice by far. Drop the mic on that comment. That's incredible. And if you're not familiar with Bobby Orr, so Bobby is what was known more so as an offensive defenseman with the Boston Bruins. He played with Boston and played with the Chicago Blackhawks. So to liken her to Bobby Orr is huge, by the way.
That's huge. Yeah.
So congrats to her. I mean,
Yeah.
amazing.
Wow.
So I was just imagining, I just wish you and I were in the same room when the second period was happening. I wanted to call you so bad and go, oh my God, they just scored. Never mind, they scored again. Oh, they scored again and again.
I was just sitting there taking pictures with my phone screaming the entire time. My husband and I, because if you look at this picture, you see the top left corner, 3 minutes left in the first, we have 1 point.
Yes.
2 or 3 photos from this, you're going to see 4 points. And it's just like the time between that was no more than 5 minutes, y'all. I'm telling you. Like Monica said, everything happened in the second period. It was crazy.
It was. And by the way, we see, so please keep your comments coming in. We will get to comments.
We'll get to the comments.
Let's see. I went over to Instagram for a second. Diane said, what fun. Saw the women's hockey game. It was awesome. So yes, for those of you that didn't get a chance to see it, I'm sorry that we're spoiling it for you. Yeah. But honestly, you know the outcome, but you still have to watch it because you've got to see the excitement play out on the ice. And, you know, you never want Sweden or any other team to not be able to get a goal at all. I mean, I just felt bad for them. And honestly, the final second in the third period, I almost thought they were going to score when the game was ending. Didn't you?
Yeah, I thought that they were going to score as well. And I still decided to go upstairs and prepare for this because I was like, there's no way they're getting 6 points. It doesn't even matter at this point. Me and my husband always say, when people are losing this bad, we're always like, did you at least pinch them? Did you at least pinch them? It was crazy. And, you know, the responses of the USA team, I still thought that they were very humble in the way that they responded. I absolutely don't have the humility to handle this win the way our team handled it.
No.
There's no way. You want to talk a little bit about this, Monica? Because this was wild to me.
Okay, so the shutout aspect, the longest shutout sequence by a team. So look at this, and even surpassing the men, by the way, shutout streak, 291 minutes and 23 seconds. That was for this year. But we were also talking about like the last time they've even allowed a goal in, period.
Yes.
They're out. They are outscoring their opponents 31-1. They've scored 28 goals, 15 different goal scorers over 6 games.
Over 6 games.
Yes, the 5th consecutive shutout. They again, as we told you, they're going to play for gold on Thursday. They have not allowed a goal in 16 periods.
This is why I tell my husband all the time, I want you to think about being this excellent and being on your period.
Exactly. We go through so much more.
Or being perimenopausal. The way, you know, like I can't even imagine being on my period and doing this because we know there are 27 people on that ice. At least 5 of them have to be.
Absolutely. Well, you know, when women get together, we all syncing our periods anyway.
Monica, can you imagine? And you still get beat 5-0. Everybody on the ice is on their period. Crazy chocolate and red meat.
Yep, and red wine.
And red wine. You know, like this is the type of excellence that I just have to remind people. Like Serena Williams going out there and beating everybody while pregnant. Beyonce having twins and doing Coachella. The female body is nuts.
Look, I remember, I think it was you and I both love like Broadway and the arts, Chicago.
Yeah.
So in Chicago, oh my gosh, why am I blanking on the actress's name? Come on. Not who played Roxy Hart. What? Oh my gosh. Why am I blanking on her name? Somebody help me in the comment section. She was 3 months pregnant.
During Chicago?
Yes.
Oh my God. I got to look this up.
Why am I blanking on her name? She's one of my favorite actresses, but I literally.
Chicago actress.
That's what happens, by the way, when you go through menopause. Mikyla, your brain goes flying.
Oh my gosh. Let's see. That's why we have our sponsor. So she can help me know what I have to go through. During show, let me see. During show,
Just look up the actresses. I can't believe someone's not putting it in the comment section for me yet. Wow. My husband's probably like, when he watches this, he's going to be like, how did you forget? Because you love her.
oh my gosh,
She's also in Entrapment. Look, I'm remembering all the movies, but I can't.
Is it Catherine Zeta-Jones?
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
Okay, Bridget just said
somebody just said Catherine.
Catherine Zeta-Jones. I cannot believe I forgot. I'm so sorry, Catherine. Catherine Zeta-Jones was 3 months pregnant when she was doing all of those acrobatics in Chicago. Come on.
No.
Right? Yes.
So to see these girls go out there and give us 3 scores. 3, what is it? Not touchdowns, Monica. Help me.
Goals.
Thank you.
Yes.
3 goals in 5 minutes.
It was ridiculous.
It was ridiculous. And if I was Sweden, I would have packed up my meatballs and went back to IKEA. It's time to go back home, baby. I don't know what y'all thought, y'all, but the nation of fighting siblings did not come to play. It was amazing.
Oh, well, yeah, and you said earlier, so the little scuffles that were happening, I was surprised by, because we talk about how men's hockey used to be all about the fights, and then it's really changed over the years, kind of getting some of that back, but rightfully so, because even if you watch our own U.S. team, when they were coming around behind the net, anytime you clash with a goalie, your players on your ice they don't take lightly to that.
They don't take, that's what my husband
However,
said.
you got to keep your cool, because they would have been able to be one woman ahead and having our U.S. team in the penalty box, but she didn't, so they both got put in the penalty box. That was yeah, but it's hard. It's hard to kind of to keep that going. Look, can we talk about the people in the stands, by the way? These guys make me laugh.
Full comedians.
Come on, I would have wanted to be one of them. I used to say this, Mikyla, when I had friends that were dating people that would put all the makeup and stuff on, and they would go to these games. I would always think, if somebody like that showed up at my house, I think my dad would have shut the door and said, "Nope, go down to a different neighborhood.
Go somewhere else.
You're not taking my daughter out."
Yeah. My daddy is also no nonsense.
Exactly.
You're going to turn back around.
It was hilarious, though. So again, we are breaking down for you the U.S. women's hockey game where they beat Sweden 5-0. Again, as we mentioned, they did pull their goalie and it still didn't work. But I will say, going into the third period, though, that's why I said if you watch the first or you watch the third, well, the first at least had a goal, but the third period, there was nothing activity-wise.
Yeah.
So I guess good job by Sweden's goalie. What did you think of our goalie?
So I honestly can't judge our goalie at all because she didn't have any challenges.
Well, yeah. So it was interesting because just in the first alone, what was it? I think we had 14 shots.
Yeah. 14,
to their 2. So it wasn't too exciting for them. But I looked at her on social media, and she is known for reviewing Caesar salads. Did you know that?
Is she?
Erin Frankel is her name. She's nicknamed, though, the Green Monster.
And she's known for reviewing Caesar salads.
Yeah, she's been dominant, by the way, in the Olympic tournament, obviously, just from playing alone. Obviously, she's only allowed 1 goal through early tournament play, and she went viral for her Instagram account. So look it up. It's dedicated to reviewing Caesar salads.
I love this. And her name is Erin Frankel?
Erin Frankel, yes. And she played great, by the way. But it was interesting. I was taking notes going, okay, I can't wait to sit down and talk to Mikyla. I had just walked in the door, and I'm like, wow, less than 5 minutes in the second period, Abby Murphy. 3-0, capitalizing on being wide open. Again, going top shelf, incredible reaction from the fans. And then all of a sudden I'm like, oh my gosh, here they go again. Oh my gosh, here they go again. So if you did not see the game, one more time, the standout aspect is the U.S. leading 1-0 after the first period. They get into the second, they turn it on. 4 goals, Taylor Heisey, Kendall Coyne, Haley Skamara, and Abby Murphy to win 5-0.
5-0.
Ridiculous.
It was. I don't think I've seen a whooping like that since my little cousin tried to take my grandmother's wig. I don't think I have seen a whooping like that. It was fantastic television.
Was that whooping a hand whooping or was it with something? Because we
You
all
know,
talk
I
about.
can't say, even though my grandmother has passed away, bless her heart, I do not want to incriminate her.
we all talk about it though. We all go, oh no. Our mom, I was like, my tiny mom that everyone thinks is just a saint used a ping pong paddle, and she tried to get out this one little rubber hose that went down, taking some of the condensation off of the washing machine. You just had to run fast and get past her.
And imagine your mother literally chasing after y'all with a ping pong ball.
A ping pong paddle. Yep, a ping pong paddle. All right, let's see.
We need the videos.
Let's go to the comments.
Yes.
Okay, so again, Fun Fish says U.S. versus Canada for gold for sure. The gold game is on Thursday. We will know our opponent by later this afternoon because, again, game time 2:10 Central, 3:10 Eastern time. It is Canada against Switzerland. Let's see. Hillary Knight versus Sarah Nurse will be fun. Now you beat Canada 5-0 without their captain in it. So if it does happen, it should be a lot closer game. Okay. Will you guys watch Swiss versus Canada? I hope so. I do have some meetings, but yes, I would like to see who our opponent's going to be. Okay. What do you think about all the curling trouble? Well, you're going to have to table that. We are talking curling tomorrow. 6 p.m. And that's been interesting as well, right? The whole aspect of cheating.
And that's
was there a double touch?
7 p.m. Eastern, guys.
Yes. So 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central. We will talk all things curling. It's been exciting to watch, but the whole aspect of, was there a double touch? Was it premeditated? That's what they're all saying. It's been interesting to watch. A great game, a lot of action, Stephanie says. Yes. Can't wait to watch again tonight. Let's see. Mikyla, hate to toot my own horn, but I played a little hockey on the girls' hockey team in high school. Girl power. Are you two drinking?
No.
Yes, I've got iced tea right here.
I have water with electrolytes in it. But if you ever see me and Monica in the same room, yes, we have wine.
Red or white?
I prefer red with certain foods.
Okay.
I will take a Prosecco if it has to be white.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah. But I used to be a white drinker and I've switched to red for sure. Rose, you know that. Way to go, Rose. I played volleyball and basketball. Love it. Okay, hold on. Canada has a long one here. I got to put my glasses on for this. Okay, I played softball growing for many, many years. And for all those years as a girl, we were told we were not as good as the boys. We always played for the love of the game. And we had to, quote, do better to show our talent just because we were girls. We learned that Cadillacing and showboating is not really a thing for us. We play to the end of the game. If we keep scoring, we score until they stop us. That's just how we come up. I hate it for the other team. It's not really about beating the other team so much as it is about being our best. That's it. The U.S. women are playing their best and inviting everyone else to come stop them. And it ain't happening anytime soon.
Not at all. Not on their watch.
Okay, Rose wants to party with us.
Oh, Lord.
Stephanie said you two crack me up. Good. That's what we were hoping. In the comment section, let us know. Again, if you watch this later and you watch the game later, let us know what stood out to you. But plain and simple, it was just exciting. 5 goals and just laid it down on the ice. It was incredible to see the women show up and not just show up, but show up big time.
It was amazing. This was one of the more fun highlights, or one of the more fun games I think I've watched. Italy and US was kind of the same, but this one was just
This was the best one for us to break down. It was like God said, "Here you go. I'm going to deliver for you."
Exactly. You want to tell them about tomorrow and what time we're coming on tomorrow? Just remind them.
Curling is 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow. Now, the game, here's what's interesting for all of you that are going to look it up, because I went to DVR to make sure that I wasn't going to miss anything. When I look up the time of the game, which I believe, Mikyla, did you tell me 12:40 Central?
Yeah, I thought it was 12:40.
But here's the crazy thing. It's coming up as something else, and I'm looking all over the place. So I still, for those of you that have it already set, where are you finding that curling is going to take place? Because I can't miss it. Yeah. So I saw like downhill skiing and all this other stuff. I'm trying to figure out, it wasn't on NBC. And then I flipped to a couple of the other stations that I'm looking on. So let's see, curling schedule. This is what we want to know because we are going to give it all to you tomorrow. Curling.
All right. It would be 12:05 your time and 1:05 my time.
Okay. I'm just going to have to find it because I searched the other day. So did you say 12:05 our time?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then we are planning to break it down for you at 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern time. Then we will be back on for our final wrap up. And that will be on Monday morning, the 23rd. Mikyla will be joining the show as we give a recap of the closing ceremonies and what we felt about the Winter Olympics as a whole. So don't miss that. So put it on your calendar. Save the dates. Tomorrow, 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern. And then on the Monday, the 23rd, we will have Mikyla on 7 a.m. Central, 8 a.m. Eastern time as we wrap up the beginning of Mikyla and Monica together.
Metals and mayhem. She's the metal, I'm the mayhem. I guess y'all had any questions about that.
This was fun. So much fun. Okay. So the rest of the day, what will you be watching?
What am I going to do today? So I'm doing a Black History Month segment for my page. So I'm going to watch The Wiz. Talk about that. I think I'm going to try to watch Switzerland and Canada.
Okay, yeah.
If it happens.
Agreed.
And then I'm going to watch a very niche comedy called I'm Gonna Get You Sucker and talk about that as well. It's with the Wayans brothers.
I'm Gonna Get You Sucker.
Yes. So I have 3 things to watch today. What about you? What's on your docket?
Meetings, personal training clients. Yes, Bridget, by the way, we need a sponsor in M&Ms. I agree with that one. M&Ms.
We do. We need a Mars sponsor for sure.
Christy said, I think we've been watching curling on the USA channel. Okay. Try USA channel. All right.
Okay.
I will look into that. Before we wrap up, we want to always make sure you know where we are in the medal count. So here you go. Norway has 12 gold for a total though of 27. Italy has 22 total, but they have 8 golds. We have 5 golds, 8 silver, 4 bronze, total of 17. However, Japan's right there with us, but we have more gold. We have more gold. So there. And then hopefully by Thursday, we will have a gold in the U.S. women's. It's been exciting to watch. I told you I've been watching a lot of the rhythm dance.
Yes.
Is it Danny O'Shea? Danny? I think
I have not been watching the ice dance as much as I've been following Ilya and everything going on with the men's and women's singles.
Yes.
Have you heard about, just his mental state after that?
Yes. And that's the last thing that we wanted to wrap up with, because I want you all to understand, as we're watching these athletes and they're putting it all on the line and everything that they've been going through, people are always thinking, oh, they're having a great time and there's nothing that they're having to deal with. We can go back and think about Simone Biles and how she didn't talk about it initially. Then it came out. I've got to give him major props because he came out right away and said, this is the invisible battle. And I put those words on there because I thought it was important. Mental health matters and support. Just think about that. On his Instagram page this morning, he was talking about mental health and online hatred. We always talk about the bullying that takes place after, of course, his free skate falling twice. On the world's biggest stage, those who appear the strongest may still be fighting invisible battles on the inside. I thought that was so powerful. And I'm just so glad that he came out and he's speaking about it already.
Yeah, I can't even imagine being 21, being on a global stage and just not having a good day and people making it seem like that is forever your legacy.
Right.
From one day.
Right.
Also, Monica, I don't know if you know this, but I looked at the ice again after watching him skate, and the ice was a bit rugged and it looks like it could have been soft as well. And soft, rugged ice leads to falls and injuries.
Interesting.
So I wonder if he didn't feel comfortable saying, hey, can we just do a quick once over with the Zamboni? Because he would have been seen as his diva if he did that. But ultimately, the ice did look like it was a little rough. And I think that could have contributed to his performance. And so I do feel for him. And I hope that he's getting the support from his friends and families.
Well, I will say, absolutely. I mean, besides friends and family, the other teammates and other, athletes from other countries, it was really awesome to see them go up, the gold medalists, right? Coming up to him, offering that's why I wrote the word support, because that's what you need. Not an in your face. If the online bullying is there, I know it's hard to say this to him initially, but you can never give power to that, right? They're just trolls. They don't have a life. And they're jealous of you.
Yes, right? These are people sitting on their couch eating bonbons and Cheetos.
Yep,
they can't even fathom what it looks like to get up at 3 a.m. and stretch.
Yep, absolutely. Yep, absolutely. Okay, hang on. So Canetta says, I'm giggling at Johnny Weir and his figure skating commentary. Agreed. Love Johnny Weir. Danny and Ellie, yes. Danny O'Shea has the biggest, beautiful smile and literally is electric when he steps into a room and then gets on the ice. You've got to see him. I thought Ilya might be going through something something as soon as he singles out of one of his jumps in his free skate, bless his heart. It looked like the ice was rough for a few of the skaters. They were having some issues. I didn't know if anyone else saw that as well. Yeah. Interesting. They'll have to look into that a little bit more. Let's also say this because Mikyla saw this right before we went on the air. So let's devote and dedicate today's Medals and Mayhem to one of the most incredible actors. Don't know if you all saw this, but Robert Duvall passed away at the age of 95. So as you watch this, feel free to drop in. What was your favorite Robert Duvall movie? What an iconic actor.
Iconic. I didn't realize that he was in, oh my goodness. Now it's blanking.
Godfather?
MASH.
Oh, MASH. Yeah.
If you didn't know, y'all in the audience and Monica, I was born 97 years old. Like
you're an old soul. That's why we get along.
I am an old soul. I was watching MASH while eating my Lunchables. Okay.
Well, look, when I first found you and I went, wait, I'm confused. She is recapping Twilight Zone. Is this some new one? Because it can't be the Twilight Zone from forever ago. Oh no, it's Rod Serling's Twilight Zone.
Yeah, it's Rod Serling's Twilight Zone. I told y'all I'm 98.
Which, by the way, go ahead and give a plug for what you're going to be doing with them.
Yes, in August 21st through the 23rd, I will be with Serling Fest in Binghamton, New York. Serling Fest is their 10th year. His daughters, as well as one of his nephews, will be leading the event, and they invited me, and I will have a couple of things that you guys will be really excited to see, and tickets are available now.
Yay. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
Well, and again, we can't thank Michelle Harmon enough because Michelle is the one that introduced the two of us together.
Yeah.
All she said was, watch her stuff. Somehow, some way, you two should do something. And then we took it from there.
And we took it from there.
And again, we couldn't do this without our friends at Spas and More, as well as JG Optimal Wellness. So again, do us a favor. We always ask you to support those that support us. So Spas and More, they carry hot tubs, swim spas for those that want to stay active. And even throughout the winter, you want to keep active. Look into a swim spa or maybe a cold plunge or a sauna. Spas and More, STL.com. And then Jenny Gabriel at JG Optimal Wellness on social media. She is menopause wellness educator, nutritional therapy practitioner, and just an all-around incredible person. So Jenny and Angie both, thank you. Let's see who else. 2026 is doing too much.
It is. A lot of folks.
Two skaters of the pair skating today fell. Dang it.
Yeah.
What's going on out there?
That's rough. Something's going on.
All right, my friend. So again, another great Medals and Mayhem. We will see you tomorrow, 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern time. We're going to break down one of Mikyla's favorites. She's been waiting for this the entire time. She could not wait for curling.
Yes.
The sport that we all went in going, what is this? And now it's turned into her favorite.
Yes. So I'm really going to have to find a way to stop myself from just screaming because I just know today has to be a day that I center myself and say, okay, you have to come on here professional and not scream at how much you love this.
No, you can't. Hey, this is the real Monica Adams and the real Mikyla Tuggle.
Exactly.
All right, we have so much more to give you. We're going to have a good time with it. If there's anything that you see that we didn't, of course, drop that in for us as well. But until then, I'm hooked on curling now too. Right? We all are. It's like that, by the way, and skeleton.
That's, you know what? We have to talk about that during closings.
Okay. Skeleton, I was watching luge, but then I was like, skeleton, these people are nuts. They're 70 miles an hour, head first, head down, arms are underneath.
It's nuts. We have to talk about, okay, we'll figure out. Y'all, thank you for reminding us that we'll figure that out.
Yes. All right. So for my audience, do me a favor and follow Make That Magic. Again, she's on TikTok and Instagram and YouTube and Facebook. And for Mikyla's audience, every morning, Monday through Friday, 7 a.m., we are on multiple platforms for you. You can find out more at therealmonicaadams.com. All right, my friend.
So kind to say it that way, but my audience knows I will threaten them every time. Either you follow her or you get a knock on the door from me. Thank you so much.
That's
appreciate y'all.
Oh, my dog started barking. Who's at the door, Mom? It's Mikyla. We're here to have red wine.
Oh my God.
All right, my friend. Go Team USA. I'll see you tomorrow night.
Bye. See you guys.
What if you could start your day feeling loose, relaxed, and ready? Deep hydrotherapy right in your backyard. No commute, no appointments, just warmth, relief whenever you need it. Sore muscles recover faster, tight joints loosen up, Tension you carry all day, gone. Relax with your family or friends, or work out with our Michael Phelps Edition swim spas. Worried about maintenance? We have factory-trained service nearby whenever you need it. Plus, we're here for you long-term if you have any questions or need to refill supplies. You can even test spas at our showrooms. Spas and More, A+ rated, locally owned for 20 years. We put the in spa.